Run for the hills, run for the hills. The Mike Lonsberg Golf Experience is brought to you by Apple Fitness, equipment the pros use, and Heritage Point, 27 holes of golfing heaven, and CalgaryWebPages.ca. If it's in Calgary, we have it. CalgaryWebPages.ca. Life just got easier in Calgary. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. This week, we've loaded up the Dodge, and we're going out on the road. We're going on a road trip to Radium, BC, and two of my favorite courses out there, Radium Resort Course and the Radium Springs. Now, the Resort is a little older course. It's a little shorter, but it certainly is challenging. And then you have the Springs. Great views and just a great place to play golf. That's the course of the week. Get out there, you can just relax, have a great round of golf, get out to that great golf academy, and fix up your game, which is what I have to do right now. Radium Springs. If you are fortunate enough to fly over Radium Springs, you will be in awe of the scenery, or even just walking the course. The views are simply to die for. Playing it, well, that just brings another level of pleasure to your life.
It just appeals to so many types of golfers. If it's a new golfer and they're out there playing, they're in awe of the fact that they're able to play this world-class golf course with so many large bunkers and waste bunkers that they're just amazing in their size and their stature. You're up on a bench overlooking the Columbia wetlands and the Columbia River, and you know the views will just take your breath away. But you know that new golfer is just going to think it's fabulous. To the golfer that golfs there and has golfed there since 1988, they love going back because it's different every time. I hear it all the time. You know, I can't get tired of this golf course. So I guess, you know, what really makes it a great golf course is its staying power. I mean, it captivates its audience, and then it just keeps it there. It's like a great wine that you just can't get tired of.
If you like challenges, look no further than the par threes. It's target golf at its best. Just trying to get over the valleys and gorges, well, that's a story all by itself.
Lots of bunkering, tough shot if you hit the bunkers, but great bailout zones. And number 6, you know, over a little nice fairway canyon, we'll call it. It's just fabulous with the elevated bunkers. And in the back 9, you really get a sense of how the benches are laid out, and that you're on one bench, and if you don't hit this ball, it's just going to go off into the abyss and you'll never see it again.
With its classic golf academy featuring white sand bunkers and the fact you're teeing off on grass tee boxes, it offers golfers a complete package playing-wise. And just down the road, the Radium Resort offers great accommodation to make your stay complete.
You know, you can just get a nice quick getaway, but you stay at the resort. And, you know, we've got a 90-room hotel there with suites, lofts, you know, that'll accommodate 4 or 5 people, as well as condominiums on site, that a 3-bedroom condominium. There's just lots of diversity there, whether you're bringing your family or it's a group of friends. Fabulous place to be as you leave the highway and you come into this great little resort that's just nestled at the base camp of the Rocky Mountains.
Well, the hole of the week takes us to Paradise Canyon just outside of Lethbridge, and the signature hole, which is hole number 12. And Mike Fleischauer is going to show us how to play this hole correctly. Now, as you see, this is a picturesque hole, but there's lots of damage. There's Death Valley down there, there's Death Valley over there, there's sand bunkers.
It's tough. There's been a lot of, a lot of tournaments won and lost on that hole. I mean, you get up there, you know, it's a short hole, it's 150 yards, but there's a 140-foot elevation drop from tee to green, and the wind, whether it's 10 kilometers or 100 kilometers, it's playing havoc. And again, you've got to be on the right tier at the two-tiered green, severely sloped from back to front.
Age before beauty, I guess, so I'll just get up here and see what damage I can do, and then you show us the right way.
Okay. You know, everybody thinks that the wind's blowing from the west, that you want to aim over top the bunkers and the wind will blow it in. Well, unfortunately, the wind swirls in there.
That wasn't pretty.
That one there will probably be 4 at best.
So when you aim at that bunker on the right, the wind doesn't actually move it over. It keeps it straight, or actually moves it even further over into the sand dunes. So it's something that you've got to aim at the middle of the green and try for the middle, and hopefully you can make an easy 2-putt at anywhere on that green. So it's downhill, so it's usually a shorter club coming off the top. But again, you know, you have to watch. I mean, if you do have the wind, you want to get something that's going to go underneath the wind, as opposed to hitting it up in the air and watch the wind take the ball.
Well, you nailed it. How good is that? Well, obviously the lessons I gave you paid off, buddy. So good birdie right there.
I'll take that too any day.
No kidding. Well, folks, this is the signature hole here at Paradise Canyon. It's beautiful. As you can see, you go back up top. It's really a tough shot. Mike played it perfectly. We take the bird on this one. Now we're going to look for my poor little lost ball over in the fescue grass.
Hey, do you want to win some free golf, courtesy of the Calgary Elks Club and Tower Chrysler? All you have to do is log on to the website on the screen. It's that easy. Enjoy a round on the Calgary Elks Club and Tower Chrysler. The Mike Lonsberg Golf Experience is brought to you by Apple Fitness, equipment the pros use, and Heritage Point, 27 holes of golfing heaven, and by CalgaryWebPages.ca. Life just got easier in Calgary with Calgary Web Pages.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Today we're going to one of my favorite golf courses in the area, the Links of Glen Eagles in Cochrane. Boy, this is a beautiful course. I don't get to play it much because the owner, Scott Atkinson, has actually banned me up until this year. So we're going out to try it this year. I love the course. It's a challenging thing with views to die for.
Where the links comes from is really the rustic kind of feel of the golf course. We really try to keep that true natural sense to it.
If you ever have somebody from out of town and you want to blow them away, take them out for a round of golf at the Links of Glen Eagles in Cochrane. That'll do it. From every hole, you can see those breathtaking views of the mountains, and they've turned those stunning sights into spectacular golf holes.
Majority of the golf holes, at least 12 to 16 golf holes where you have a full panoramic mountain view or a little bit of a mountain view, so it's not like you're coming out and seeing the mountains on 1 or 2 holes. The entire day you're staring at them. You're staring at the Bow River corridor and really just blown away, and then the golf course itself is really icing on the cake. So
This course will challenge you on every level. It's not a course you can take for granted or it'll come back and bite you. I say, who cares what you shoot? Just being out there is the real beauty of the game.
it's very tough golf course. Yeah, people love it and hate it for that reason alone. So no matter what, it's going to give you a challenge, even if you're on the top of the game. But that being said, there's 5 different tee boxes. You can go from the blacks to extremely difficult course up to the greens and golds, where it's quite a bit easier, not the forced carries. And so really all levels can play the course and have a challenge for each of their own level without being too tough for them.
Another dimension to the course is the rustic layout of this Les Ferber designed beauty. It's not the type of course that'll drive you crazy because it's very user-friendly.
Definitely, yeah, that's key. You gotta have, in order to have fun, you gotta be able to find your ball and get around the course, or else it's not gonna be a good day for anybody. So.
To golf at the Links of Glen Eagles, check out the website and get ready for some great golf. What's New in Golf is brought to you by Mackenzie Meadows Pro Shop and Simply Golf, the ultimate in game improvement.
The next stop for us at Simply Golf is coming down to improve the putting, perhaps the most important part of anyone's game. Steve, what does this do? I mean, first of all, you're going to ask me to line up, which is something I've never done in a putt before.
Well, this is called the target line. And what we use this system for is, one thing is to identify problems with players in a position where their head isn't over the ball.
Right.
And it could be the length of the putter, perhaps the lie angle's off, but they're adjusting to make that putter fit. So if we were to get you to set up with this putter, is if you look down at the mirror, you'll see if there's one string or two strings. And what we want to be having the player look at is one string.
Yep.
And that means your eyes are right over the ball. Now from this position, you'll see that that putter is very, very flat as far as the lie angle is concerned. The length looks good, but this will cause problems of toe scuffs and sort of inaccuracies when we're stroking it.
Right.
So as long as the putter is bendable, which a lot of them are, we can adjust the lie angle and loft of this putter to fit you so you're in a better position so your eyes are always over the ball.
So you bring it over to the bender, and what does this do?
Well, this is a specifically designed bender for putters. It's a Scotty Cameron bender. We can clamp a variety of putters in here. Okay? What we're going to do here is measure the lie and loft of this putter. Okay? Based on what we saw when you stroking that ball, we knew the toe was a little down on this. And what I would do is clamp it in here, and I'd pull up this little device and measure it. So what we'll see here, and you can read that, is probably what, 62 and a half degree lie angle?
Yeah.
So that's a very, very flat putter.
Right.
Okay? Averages are somewhere around 70, 71.
Right.
And at the same time, I'm measuring the loft, which on the back side of this says 4 degrees. So I think for now the loft is okay. I put a special bar on here, and basically you bend it one more upright. So again, I'll take the measurement, and now we're still out a little bit, probably about 4 degrees. We do want to check this, and my loft is the same, so I haven't changed that. And I'll give it one last bend, and then we'll go back and measure it.
Okay, so we bent this, and now I get in line. It's got a whole different feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, we approximately bent that about 8 degrees upright.
Wow.
So you see now we have you in a better position to make a better putt. Your eyes are over the ball.
Yep.
And from here we'll decide on what type of or how much loft you need on that putter. And it's different for every player. But first and foremost is to make sure that line is correct.
What's New in Golf is brought to you by Mackenzie Meadows Pro Shop and Simply Golf, the ultimate in game improvement.